I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Talk Podcast with your hosts Kay and Ruth. The fact that you came back, love you.
Appreciate you. That means you rock with us?
Hard.
Oh, so that... Oh, what?
I went too deep.
Rock hard, rock steady.
Rock, solid foundation. Can't be shaken, honey. Just give me a little Kim.
Stop.
Sorry.
When I saw that video,
Every time I see, I have to get up and dance. I'm like, no.
she ate that up.
How did she come up?
I know people are laughing, but like if I saw that,
It's actually iconic because I want to do it right. Because she has a little sip. It's like a ladder, like eat.
yeah.
She ate with that.
Oh my goodness.
She ate with that.
I remember when that was. Oh, the internet sometimes gets me. Oh my
The
goodness.
memes?
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
The memes, I'm like, yeah, y'all ate with that one.
Yeah.
Y'all ate with that one.
Oh my gosh.
But welcome back to another week with the pod. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more of us each and every week, because we like to see you and we hope that you like to see us, because dynamic duos always need company.
You thought you ate with that?
I ate with that one. No, I ate with that one.
Yeah, you did.
You know what?
No.
Sometimes I feel like
No, you
it's
did.
good that you don't let me live in my delusion, but sometimes let me marinate in it.
Yeah, I did.
You did it because it's on your face. You went.
I looked at you. I was
like
like, you.
Sarah.
I knew right after you said it. I knew it was gonna come out of your mouth.
Yeah,
I
ate that.
I knew it.
It's
You
okay.
know?
It's fine.
But
friend.
you did.
It's fine. I'm coming back to me though.
What?
I'm coming back to me.
You're coming back to me.
Yeah, because last week I was down bad. I was down bad.
But now you come back up.
Yeah, the sickness tried to take me out.
Oh. Now that we're getting into the colder season, obviously people are gonna get sick. Make sure you take care of yourself. But we are experiencing now actually daylight saving time. So that means shorter days, longer nights.
Yep.
So a lot of people tend to be inside more.
Cozy.
What's your cozy go-to thing? What do you do?
Lazy. Me, I'm gonna sit on the couch and I'm gonna watch something good.
Yeah, I think everyone just goes to TV or a book.
A book, TV. I need to do book more, but it's mainly like watching something with a good eat, a good home meal, and then I sit and I watch and I ponder. Because I feel like, I don't know for me, but like I feel like Netflix and YouTube and stuff, they just hit.
Yeah.
Lately they've just been hit after hit after hit. I'm glued to this couch. So I feel like I can only imagine Christmas season's cut. My shows.
Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I'm excited. What's your routine?
I do the same. Even though it's winter time, I still do my same routine that I would do in the summer.
Yeah,
like
same.
my mask, this, that, the other, everything, shower, whatever
Yeah.
it is. And even though I'm a slow person, I move slower.
Speed, she says.
I'm not really a type of person to be in a rush. Okay, this done, I don't multitask. I can, but I won't. You know what I mean?
Honesty.
Yeah, so I just slow down and I just do whatever. I watch a movie, I watch a show.
Yeah.
But things that I'm the type of person, I don't like to lay down.
You don't.
I don't. I don't like to lay down at all. So I will most likely do it on the couch or...
Same.
Yeah, I don't really do much.
Same.
Yeah. Do you have any movies that you're excited for? Is this something that you rewatch over the winter? Like...
Rewatch over the winter.
Yeah, like people always like, for example, watch The Grinch or The Elf. Movie.
Oh, mine's Home Alone.
Home Alone?
Home Alone. No, really. It's that first one that got me.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
Cause I like but no, Home Alone is like classic, or Elf. I think those are like the two that I always like. I have to watch. Me, it's mainly music. It's that Mariah Carey album. If you know, you know. Mariah Carey album, Michael Bublé. I'm trying to think. Anyways, but like those are like more festive, but like after Christmas, I don't think I have anything. I like to watch more romantic stuff, like
Yeah.
like Be My Man, like Chase,
Wow.
you know, through the snow.
Why
I
watch
like
it when you can live it?
Okay, not too much. not too much. Not
Stop.
too much. I know you're like a movie. I think you're a movie buff.
Yeah, not really.
I think you're a movie buff. Cause you know the stuff.
But I'm not the type of person who could just watch any movie. I can't just pick a movie and watch it. You know?
I know you have like a type of movie you watch, but like.
But I do enjoy movies over shows or something.
Yeah, and when you're locked in, you're locked in.
Yeah, I'm committed. I'll
like
watch it.
that's what I'm saying. So I feel like you're like you could be like, okay, this is a line from a movie. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
I've watched Home Alone many times.
Yeah.
Maybe I know certain scenes, but don't ask me to recite. You know what I mean? But you could be like, okay, this happened in this movie. Or like you're always watching something and telling me like, okay, I watched this, and I'm like, girl, I'm like, I've never heard of that. Like you're you're into that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But like, has there been any things that you've been watching or like in this time, like fall, winterish?
Not really. There was a movie. Okay. Hold on. I know you have a movie that you wanted to tell me about. I said save it for the pod, so we'll do that after. But let me tell you quickly what we watched. Okay, so I don't really like scary movies. Because first of all, rebuking the name of
Amen.
Impure. But I don't watch the ones with like spiritual demons and stuff because I just don't like those ones.
Yeah.
But also I find it really scary when it's a character, like when it's a human. Going to, and like someone actually is willing to do that.
That's too much.
That's
That's too much. That's too much.
You know? So I'm like, you know what? This year, let me just do a little thriller watch. I can watch thrillers. There's something called The Village. Have you seen The Village? I'll make it short. The Village is basically a cult. Okay.
I knew it. I gave you excited because I'm like, I know.
I know it was a cult from the beginning. When I was watching, I said this is very cult.
It's giving that.
Long story short, it is a cult.
Yeah.
Just because the people who are the elders in this community are people who used to live in the city, but they had something bad happen to them. It could be them directly or to their family that made them hate city life. So they made their own community, whatever. To keep people in check, they decided to dress up as these monsters that they are telling them as myths from the past. So people don't know. The people who were joined in the community, / a lot of them were born there. Okay. Right? So they would think like these are really real. So they're teaching the kids like, don't go in the forest because...
But it's really just other people in the cult dressing up as those
exactly,
people.
Right.
Okay.
So then, movie. There's this girl who is one of the elders' daughters. Yeah. And she loves this man, right? And there's a guy in the cult, in the community, that loves her. Yeah. But he's not mentally stable, right? Okay. So she's blind, he's mentally unstable, so they felt like they didn't belong in the group, so that's how they connected and stuff. Okay. Right? Then she kind of grew into herself saying like, I could live, I'm fine. But everyone always accepts him, but it's not really like, you're not really paying mind to him. Yeah. Right? So then after when he finds out that she wants to marry this man and he loves her, he stabs him. He wants to kill him. He killed him. Well, attempted, right? So when they found him, they stitched him up, but there's a lot of infection. And obviously since they're in this cult life, there's not modern medicine there. So she's like, allow me to cross the forest, because they know there's a town somewhere, but you have to go through the woods, and they think that the killers or the creatures are in the woods, so it's very dangerous to go past. Scary. So they said, you're allowed to do it, right? The only reason they allowed her to do it, because since she's the elder's daughter, he told her the truth. Like, there's actually nothing out there, you know? Okay. But we still have to make people believe there's things out there to keep people in check and whatever, right? They made it sound more like creepy, honest, and like more like we're helping people, but when you think about it, you just want to keep people in line for your own reasons, you know? That's true. Yeah. So she goes through, she started off with 2 people helping her. They got scared because they actually think the creatures are out there, so they dipped, they left. They left this blind girl in the forest by herself. They supposed to walk her blind, you know. They supposed to walk her to a path, and she was gonna go by herself and follow the path because she doesn't know her way through the forest. So she started the forest by herself. The guy that they locked up for attempted to kill the other man, got out and escaped, found the costume, and tried to go after her in the forest, right? He died. Doesn't matter. She gets to the other town, right? And you find out that in that town, the person who started this community, her father, his grandfather is really wealthy and he owns everything. They're called walkers. Oh. So the walkers. So when you go, the grocery store is called the Walkers grocery store. This is called the Walkers. He's very rich. Why did I leave? He just didn't. He's like, money makes people greedy and this, that, and the other. He didn't really like it. Interesting. So she was able to get money. She found out the truth. When she went back, everyone's like, let's just keep this story alive because they were gonna tell everyone the truth in the community.
Yeah,
but they're like, if they heard that a creature died, she's like, oh, I killed a creature.
Oh,
Right?
okay, I get it. It kind of ruins the
we
whole.
can keep it going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Trying to keep social order.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically, where they were located is that in this town they have a sanctuary for animals.
Yeah.
Right. So the father and no one's allowed to cross this big wall to go over.
Mm.
Right. So the father knew that, so he made everyone, whoever the elders were, go over, and they started a community in the middle of the sanctuary. But no one's allowed in there, so that's how they were able to keep this up for a long time.
Interesting.
And I said, no.
That's so interesting.
I'm not watching any more Halloween movies.
I didn't do any thrillers. I didn't do any. I can't do it. Even if it's a thriller, I'm still gonna be paranoid.
Yeah. At the beginning, they got like as you're watching it, you can kind of figure out like how it's going on. So
yeah.
At the beginning, they got me. I said, "What the heck is that?" The little creatures.
Especially I feel like the creature part would creep me out.
Yeah.
So I have to keep my eyes closed the whole time.
Yeah.
About
it
that.
just looked like a big porcupine with a red cloak.
Stop.
That's what it looked like.
Not a porcupine in the sky.
But okay, so you going into this podcast episode, you said you had a movie that you watched.
It's a
Tom Sweeney.
It's a what?
Is that not what it's called?
God forbid.
No. Wait, pause. Okay, so it's not called Tom Sweeney. What's it called?
Don't ever. It's called Sweet Bobby.
Oh.
Tom Sweeney is crazy.
Is something called Tom Sweeney? No.
I don't know about that, but
Oh,
it's called Sweet Bobby.
Okay, what's Sweet Bobby?
So it's like a pod. Okay, so the movie is based on a podcast series.
Okay.
Now let me tell you something. Honest truth. When me and my sister started watching it, we were like, change the channel immediately. Yeah. Because we just said there was. It starts off with the lady. She sits down. You know when they do a documentary, like if you're getting interviewed by jail
or something.
Oh, okay. Like you sit down and then they're quiet. They show the background. You're getting ready. You're fixing your mic. Yeah. It was giving that. So I said, "What the hell is this about?" Because all the description said was like it's like a catfish story.
Oh.
So I just
it's
like
based off a true story.
It's this is facts. Like the person who was involved was the one that they were doing the interviews with.
Oh, okay.
So like everyone that was a part of the story, like the family of the victim, the person who was catfished, or what's the person when the person's pretending to be the individual? Like let's just say catfish. No. Like let's just say I'm pretending to be you.
Oh, identity theft. That kind of thing?
Yeah, the person that was guilty. Yeah, identity
theft.
That identity was taken or whatever.
Yeah.
They were a part of it.
Okay, so the people that were there, the person who got their identity stolen, the person who stole the identity, the person who was catfished. 3?
No, just the 2.
Oh, just the person who stole the identity of someone and the person who was catfished.
It was just the person who got catfished and then the person whose identity was stolen.
Oh, so they don't have the person who took the identity.
And that's the part that me and Tita were like,
that's Bobby.
Interesting. Okay. Keep that. Okay, so it's called Sweet Bobby. So like, is Bobby the guy? I'm just going to use like names. Okay. I'm going to use Jack and Sarah just because it's easier for me. I don't want to mispronounce, but you can also go search this on Google to get the real names of people. Okay, so it starts off with Sarah. She's an unmarried, because this is a big part in the story. Okay. She's unmarried, Sarah? Very like into the social scene of her community. Okay. And she is like very well known, very likable, or whatever. And this was in the era of Facebook because she's older. Okay. I guess at the time of the interview, I believe she's probably in her 50s. So it gives you the type of thing. Okay. Very big on Facebook, follow people, and her family's very close. Okay. So she has a couple of cousins that she's like locked in with. And specifically, there's one cousin. And the cousin's name is Simran. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me. The reason why I'm mentioning the cousin's name because the cousin has to be mentioned. Okay, so she goes on to tell her story about how she was catfished for 8+ years.
Oh, okay. Wait, sorry.
No, that was my reaction. Because I said 8+ years. You didn't find out, girl. That's what I thought. Okay. So the person, Simran, or the person who catfished her, made over 40 profiles on Facebook. Hey. They were committed. Yeah. The person that the catfish was impersonating was her cousin's ex's brother. Okay. So her ex's brother was the person. And how it came about is that, okay, she's like, oh, well, this person knows my cousin. it's the brother of the cousin's ex. So I'm like, okay, I'll follow them on Facebook. You know, mutual friends. Follows the person. And then the person comes from, like, I think a wealthy family by their Facebook profile. So she's like, okay, so he's traveling, he's he's going out, whatever. And then she sees that this individual is married, okay? And this individual's name is Bobby. So that's why the thing's called Sweet Bobby, okay? So she's like, okay, Bobby's married, but Bobby's kind of cute to her. Okay, so she peeped Bobby. She's like, okay, Bobby's cute, whatever. But then she's like, okay, Bobby's married. I can't touch that. Okay. So then her and Bobby start building a friendship. A genuine...
No!
Wait, man.
Because, hold on, sorry to interrupt. You know he's married, you thought he was cute. You can't go into this like a friendship.
This is the thing, but this is the thing, right? She thought Bobby was cute. She had an off and on again relationship. I believe they were in like for like 6 years or something. I can't remember, but
6 years, 8 years, poor girl.
Yeah, she was going through it. Yeah. So Bobby had a wife. She thought Bobby was cute. Didn't really think too much of it. They created a platonic friendship, and she had her partner on the side. Okay. So it wasn't that deep. Okay. So Bobby and her are talking. Oh, so she thinks. Bobby and her are talking, chit chatting, catching up with life. Next thing you know, she's keeping with Bobby. Bobby gets a divorce. Okay.
This is year number what?
This is year, I believe maybe year number 2.
Okay.
Year number 2. Okay. Bobby gets a divorce. She's like, Bobby, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Now she's trying to be supportive to Bobby. But keep in mind, she still got her man though. She still got her man. Or whatever. So she's like being a friend to Bobby, trying to support him because his mental health, as Bobby said, was, kind of going down or whatever. At this time, maybe a couple years later, I think maybe year 3 or 4, if I'm wrong, sorry. Bobby gets remarried. Bobby gets remarried. And she's kind of sad that Bobby gets remarried. Because kind of at the same time, she was single, he was single, or whatever, but she didn't want to, maybe, but boom. Bobby got another girl. Okay? Then, just coincidentally, she became friends with the girl too. So she added her on Facebook. So now they're, chatting it up. Okay. Sorry, I can remember those because there's a lot of things that happened. When I tell you guys, I said, yeah, this is too much for me. Okay. So remember how I said it was a really big thing that she was unmarried? Yeah. Because in her culture, marriage is a really big thing. A lot of her cousins were getting married. She's been in this off and on again relationship. I think at this time, she was in her, she kept saying 35. Okay. She was 35, so mid-30s. So there was this like, okay, girl, like, a lot of pressure to get married from her parents, just in the community in general. Some of her younger cousins were also getting married. So she was just like, ooh, like, I desire this. I want to be a mom really bad. That was her big thing. I really want to be a mom. So, child. So, long story short, I'm just going to fast forward, okay? Bobby, quotations. Bobby ends up divorcing his wife. What? There's no killing in this. There's no killing in this. You can't take your friends anywhere. Murder! So
he divorced the girl?
So he ends up divorcing the girl. Yeah. And then this is when I said cut the cameras. He ends up divorcing the girl. I think this was over a time span of maybe a year or 2. Him and the girl keep in touch. Okay, they're in touch. She ends up finding out that he's been in a horrible accident. Like someone tried to kill him, type thing. Okay, and yes.
Sorry. The Bobby's supposed to be the cousin's ex's brother.
Yeah.
Sarah's what we're calling her?
Yes.
Has Sarah not went to the cousin and say, like, hi, have you ever met this person's brother?
This is the thing. So Sarah's name, the real person, her name is Kirat. So if I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me. But basically, she told her cousin that she was talking to him.
So there is a Bobby.
There is a Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Bobby is a real person. They exist.
Okay. Like, so it's just the identity theft.
It's just the identity theft of the real Bobby.
Of the real Bobby.
The fake Bobby. No, I'll go and explain after. But I'm just telling you the basis of the storyline, and I'm summarizing this. Okay. Yeah. So basically, she's talking to the fake Bobby. Yeah. And as she's talking to the fake Bobby, and they're relationship is developing from platonic to more romantic, she's telling the cousin of that was exes with his brother, okay? So she's telling the cousin, she's like, yeah, Bobby and I, like, you know, I think I kind of like him. And the cousin's encouraging. She's like, you know what, girl, do your thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, T.
Yeah.
And keep in mind now, she's on Facebook one day, and she sees that Bobby's been shot. Something happened to Bobby. Attempted murder, okay, is bad. And Bobby's cousin, I don't know, I can't remember his name, we're gonna call him Roger, so sorry.
Yeah.
Roger, she ends up making friends with Roger.
Yeah.
Then she ends up making friends with Billy, which is another cousin of Bobby. Okay. So now she's in the Discord with Bobby's cousin. Okay, these are all separate profiles.
Discord.
Cause the thing is, when I can't, man, I can't. Please.
But it sounds like all those cousins are catfishes as well.
But the thing is, when she was telling the story,
Yeah.
because the interviewers are asking her questions, when they're telling the story, I said, girl, you didn't catch on. You didn't catch on. Because the cousins just are adding you. Now, you find out something terrible happened to him. You're worried. The cousin's messaging you, telling you that the man does a witness protection program in New York.
Oh.
So not only is he witness protection program, he's telling you the location of the witness protection program. Like, when I tell you, me and my sister were like, say, now wait a damn minute. Because witness protection, the whole point is to know their location.
Yeah.
So then in my head, I'm thinking, did she not deep that they just told her the location? But the way that the cousin, Billy, framed it was like, oh, only close, intimate people can know. Like, people that he trusts. Because the people that hurt him are trying to come back to him.
That's not how it works. Okay, but that's just how they
Exactly.
Cool.
Because remember how I said in the beginning, like, on his face, it looked like he was wealthy.
Yeah.
Like, he had money.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, those people are trying to come for his wealth. So that's what she was thinking. She's like, okay, it makes sense. They're trying to keep it low key. They even sent her a picture of him in a coma. Because they said Bobby was in a coma.
They said, close your eyes, man, close your eyes.
It wasn't even him. It wasn't even him.
It wasn't even him.
It was like if you took a Google picture, because they showed it.
Yeah.
It's like if you took a Google picture, blurred it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he was in a coma, so there's tubes. You can't really see the person's face.
Yeah.
And I said, girl, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't. But I say
Why
that.
are you sending pictures like that, like proof?
Right. I'm like, first of all, why would you be in the hospital and then you're just of your cousin? Tell me why after Bobby was in a coma for, I don't think, maybe a couple of days, Bobby's texting her.
Oh.
Bobby's on Facebook
okay.
Messenger, hitting her up. I said,
I'm awake.
He's texting her, but now
I thought of you first.
No, truly. But now, because at this point, I think their relationship is, more romantic.
Yeah.
He ends up telling her I love her. All this good stuff.
This is year how, man?
Oh, maybe like year 5 or 6.
Okay.
No.
Maybe 2 years, Bobby's finding love.
I don't know. Maybe 5 or 6.
This is what it sounded like.
They didn't really give timelines for how long it took.
They just knew 8 years.
8 years, or maybe I'm just not remembering it.
Okay.
But
so Bob said, "Love you." Yeah.
Okay. Now they're in a relationship.
Have they ever spoken on the phone?
This is what I'm getting to. They're speaking on the phone. Okay. And I don't think she clocked the tea. That the voice sounded a bit weird. She questioned it a little bit.
Yeah.
She did say like, okay, like, but she's like, you know what? That's just Bobby. I love Bobby. Bobby's my man. Yeah. Even as the relationship progressed, because she was supporting him through his health issues. But there's just one particular scene. I'm just gonna go back that took me out. They said Bobby had a severe stroke.
Before
Okay.
the coma?
No, after. This is after.
Okay.
Okay? Because he was recovering. Because she was questioning him on a couple of things. Because I feel like every time she would bring up like, hey, like a fact about himself or whatever, he would be like, oh, I'm too sick, I can't. Okay? Because I think the stroke maybe had happened when she was trying to meet up with him or something to come see him. And he's like, I just had a stroke.
He said, I just had a stroke.
And then less than a couple hours later, he's like, I love you.
That's a stroke.
You know what a severe stroke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
thank
couple
you.
hours is not it.
And that's not it. Like,
I want to see you
that's
having a stroke.
Really,
Yeah,
you need rehabilitation, man. Okay, so then... Okay, so then fast forward, he proposes to get married, okay? This is all over Facebook, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, she hasn't met this man. She says yes to his engagement. He meets her family. Her mom and her dad, they seem like very sweet people.
Yeah.
They seem very supportive. They had their questions because they're like, they heard Bobby's voice over the phone. They said, something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right. The mama said, his voice sounds a little weird, but if you love him, we love him. We just want to be married. If this guy's a good guy, okay. Yeah. Okay. But in their culture, I believe, like, you're supposed to have a formal meeting of the parents and the family so they know you're coming from a good family, etc., etc., or whatever. But I guess because Bobby's brother dated the cousin, they're like, we kind of know, like, through the grapevine. Okay. Now, this is the weird part. She had another cousin. We're going to call her Tiffany. Tiffany and her were, like, locked in. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany actually spoke to Bobby on the phone. And Tiffany clocked it. Tiffany said, now, wait a minute. Bobby kind of sounds like a girl. Low-key.
Okay.
Because she was just like, his voice is a bit feminine. Like, it was just more softer or, like, whatever.
But, like, probably disguised. You know, like,
exactly. Yeah. So then she brought it up to the cousin. No, truly. Yeah. She brought it up to the cousin, to Catherine, and she was like, girl. And then she was like, oh, no, like, that's just Bobby. Defending him.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, Bobby's still in New York.
Stroked and comed.
No more stroke, but witness protection. And she lives in London, by the way. I forgot to mention this. She lives in London, so this is like, this is long distance. Okay? Yeah. So he proposes to her. Now they're in full-blown relationship. They're trying to get married. She said they were on the phone for 13 hours a day. Oh. Like, FaceTime. Sorry. Video call. Yeah. Not video call. Sorry. Voice call. Yeah. A voice note. She would sing. Apparently, she would read to him. Like, she would send him voices, I love you. They actually played it in the clip or whatever. Like, you could tell this woman was locked in. Yeah. He wouldn't. Then he started to get controlling. Oh. He had to tell him where she was going, who she was with. Yeah. Text him every time. Like, it started to affect her mental health. Yeah. Deep depression. Like, you could see, like, they showed kind of like her pictures from the beginning. Very happy, cheerful. And then by the end, like, her bags, she was losing weight. Like, it was bad. She was always Bobby. And then, remember I said the health issues, right? Every time I want to see you, something would happen. Heart attack. Headache. He's depressed. Yeah. Something's always happening. Yeah. So then, one day she was fed up. Mm-hmm. She's like, if you don't... Okay, this is what happened. Mm-hmm. Her grandma, who she was very close with, unfortunately passed away. Yeah. And she was like, that was my best friend. And I was already on, like, a thin ice, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, I need you here with me, Bobby. Yeah. Like, I need you. I'm always here for you. Yeah. You need to come. Because I'm like, I'm devastated right now. Yeah. And then Bobby's like, I love you. Anything you want, I'll support you. Da, 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 da. So she's like, I need you to come. I need you to come here. Because now your witness protection is over. Yeah. Side eye. She's like, I need you to come because you're going to come back to London. I need you to be with me. Yeah. And then he was like, I'll come. Yeah. Flight and everything, bro. Flight and everything to track. Okay? Mm-hmm. She's like, okay, he's in London. He tells her to meet her at this spot. I don't know. Oh my gosh. She's like, Bobby, where are you? I'm here. He's like, oh yeah, I can see you. Oh, I can't come. Something happened. So she was just like, you can see me, like, I can see you, but where are you? So she's in the streets of London looking like Blue's Clues. Where's Waldo? Trying to find him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now she's like, okay, this is weird. So then she starts doing research. Oh my god, I forgot a key part.
Where is this important?
After this goes back like years before. Yeah. Remember the second wife? Yeah. He killed her. No, she has a baby. Oh. She has a baby. Yeah. Okay, I have to go backtrack, guys. Yeah. She has a baby. The reason why I'm mentioning the baby is because she had helped pick out outfits for this child. Yeah. Like, he sent her like pictures. The baby's picture was on his Facebook. Yeah. Keep that in your mind. Yeah. Okay. So she was just like, I want to meet Bobby. Like, is he back with his ex, the second wife? Yeah. She's like, I feel like he's back with his ex. So she ends up stalking the ex. Okay. I think she hires a private investigator, not too sure or whatever. Finds where the baby mama ex-wife is. Finds her, and then she was just like, oh my god, I think he's with her. Like, I'm gonna find out where they live or where he is, and I'm gonna confront him because he's cheating on me. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. She ends up finding out where he lives. I don't remember how she did, but she did some G.I. Joe, some sneak stuff. Ends up pulling up to the house. Yeah. Knocks on the door. This is where real Bobby comes in. Okay. Real Bobby's happy. with his wife and his child. His wife is getting the child ready. He opens the door because he hears a
bang. Yeah.
He looks this woman. The woman's like walking away, kind of, and he was like looking like, what's going on? And then she turns back and she's like, Bobby? And then he was like, yeah, like, who are you? And then she's like, it's Tik Tok. And then he was like, who? And she was like, it's me. Like, you know, it's like, it's me.
You know me. Yeah, it's me.
And then he was like, I'm
Flash,
so sorry. I don't know who you are. Like, she's like, then she was telling facts about himself.
Yeah.
I know your wife, your son's name. He was like, wait, what the heck?
Yeah.
As she's talking to him, his wife comes.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, are you cheating on me? Type thing. And he's like, babe, I swear I don't know her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, sure, like, of course you don't know her. Like, da da da.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, but this woman knows facts about you. Like, she must know you. And then after, she was like, Bobby, like, she's hysterical. She's crying. She's like, Bobby, me? You're gonna deny me? And then Bobby's like, ma'am, I don't know you.
Oh no.
I don't know. And the thing is, the real Bobby's very nice. You can tell he's a really nice guy. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like, my wife thinks I'm cheating on her. My son's here. I don't know if you're like a stalker. Like, has been stalking my family. Like, my child's here or whatever. So, she
whip out like conversation?
She whips out conversations.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, because at this point the wife had left.
Yeah.
I believe she like slammed the door. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But she had left, and she's like, this is your number. And then he's like, that's me, like the pictures, but that's not my number.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think his wife overheard, like, that's not my number.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then coincidentally, as she's talking to the real Bobby, the fake Bobby calls her.
Mm.
So she's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So he was just like, yeah, that's not my number. Like, I don't know who that is. That's not me. Like, I don't know who this person is, but like, whatever. So then now real Bobby and her are now talking.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh my God, like, I've been catfished for the past 8+ years.
Yeah.
Then the cousin, Simran, that I was mentioning, that she was like, yeah, you should pursue him, the ex of the brother. Yeah. She ends up confessing that she was the one that was catfishing her cousin for 8+ years.
Yes.
Fake voices.
Wait, you mean the cousin's ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, the cousin's
ex.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Basically, real Bobby's brother's ex, which is her cousin.
Yeah. Real Bobby's cousin's ex?
No. Real Bobby, okay, basically.
Sarah's cousin's ex.
No. Sarah's cousin was the one catfishing her.
Oh.
Sarah's cousin dated Bobby's brother.
Yeah.
So it's Bobby's brother's ex.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, Sarah's cousin was the one that was catfishing her the whole time. Keep in mind, the same cousin that was catfishing her and her were like this.
Tiffany,
like,
the one that you called Tiffany.
Not Tiffany.
Oh.
Simran. Simran is the cousin's name.
Yeah.
Simran and her were like thick as thieves. Like, she would tell Simran about Bobby.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh my, but what for? Was she sending money? Was she doing anything?
That's why I was thinking, I was like, what was the motive? Because it wasn't like she was trying to get money or information.
Yeah.
It was like literal mental.
Sicko.
Just sick. And the thing is, the Tiffany, the reason why I brought Tiffany up is because Tiffany said in her interview, like, what I found really creepy is because I was a minor when I was speaking with Bobby, and I would ask Bobby for medical advice, and Bobby was being very inappropriate. And then they asked Sarah, like, the interviewer, like, oh, were you and Bobby intimate, like, via call? She didn't really answer it directly, but I read after, like, on her podcast, she was saying, like, yeah, they did have, you know? So it's like, you and your cousin, you were and you were, like, controlling her, telling her where to go.
What to do.
And then Simran, the cousin who catfished her, would even, like, help her buy stuff and pick out. It was just... The levels to it was so creepy because it's like you were talking to her and at the same time you made up 40 profiles of the cousins. Yeah. You were using his real child's picture. Yeah. Like the outfit that Sarah bought for Bobby's child, she apparently like did some digital Photoshop, took the baby's real picture, took the outfit, and then made her select it. So like all of their conversations were set up. Yeah. Like, it was, like, the weirdest thing.
She had probably, like, a fantasy for herself. And then
exactly.
Oh, no.
And then...
Is there anything they could do, like...
And that's the thing. The reason why she made the Netflix series is because when she went to the police saying, like, of course, like, the real Bobby identity theft, but she was like, what about me? Like, what about the mental damage to me? Like, this is, you
and
know?
also, it could have went wrong if it wasn't.
If it wasn't. And then they were like, oh, you don't really have a case.
There's nothing much.
For catfishing, there's not much. But to me, like...
Unless they took money and did something.
But it's like, to me, there's levels to this catfishing.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually, like...
There's a building up
this
stuff.
To me, this is like mental abuse.
Yeah.
Because imagine, this is a lie for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
The ring, everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it's your cousin?
Yeah.
Then apparently, they asked the cousin if she wanted to be interviewed, the one that catfished, and she was just like, no, I don't want to. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. It was in my youth. Apparently, that cousin's now happily married. Like, she's living her best life. Hasn't been charged.
Oh my gosh, how old was she?
I don't know. They never said her age. They didn't say her age.
No.
But she was younger than her, so I feel like if she was in her 30s, I feel like she was in her 20s.
Yeah, I know.
So it's just like, girl, you were...
But you did that for 8 years.
That's sick. I'm so sorry. Keep it. When I saw that, I was like, Netflix, take my money. They earned their monthly subscription.
Yeah. That's insane.
I was like, what would you...
No. Murder. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I couldn't. And then the thing is that it's crazy because it's a family member.
Exactly. I think she still goes to some events, but
no,
the fact that obviously like the immediate family of her and a lot of cousins don't mess with her.
Yeah.
But like
no,
she's yeah, no, that was
and
crazy.
the thing is that like you weren't looking for anything. It's just for the satisfaction of like playing with someone's emotions, and then I bet halfway through you're like, crap, I'm too into this now and I can't.
I can't tell. And apparently, because I wrote this down. Apparently, she's catfished her other cousin.
This is what she does.
Yeah. And like even their grandmother, she roped the grandmother into it because Bobby was giving the grandmother medical advice.
Oh my gosh.
The podcast series, because a lot of people are saying that the podcast series goes more in depth with what actually happened, and they said like the facts are more chilling. Like it's just creepy. So I'm like when I have time, like this winter, maybe I'll like listen to the podcast. But I was just like, hey yo,
that's crazy.
Hey yo.
No.
I call that psychological warfare.
I'm telling you, the thing is that like now with how people like meet up, it's like online and stuff like that. But you're not telling me I have not seen your face, and
I need to see you.
You know what I mean? We're not doing that.
At least within like the first 2 weeks.
No,
sorry. If I don't
for the
see
first
you,
couple times, I'm like, oh something, oh this happened. I'm like,
have you ever been catfished?
No. Sorry,
I have.
Oh.
I can laugh now.
You can laugh now.
But it wasn't for too long. I don't know if I've ever said it. Maybe I have in passing. But it didn't go on for too long. Maybe like a week or 2 weeks, and I was like, someone ain't right.
So yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things that I'm like, this seems weird. And also that's why I feel like I couldn't do a long distance relationship like that.
Yeah.
Unless certain requirements are met. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't.
I think I would have to have met you in real life.
Yeah.
And then maybe you went away and then we're disconnected. But I would have to have like literally have met you. Yeah. Because if not, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not
the
gonna
things
work.
that like I could probably be friends with people that like online or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't say like I love you, let's get in a relationship if I haven't. I don't, for me at least.
I'm not.
I've seen people who are successful in it, but I've also heard stories like this one where people are, this is like mental warfare, yes, that's terrible. But people are getting robbed blind. Put a second mortgage on your house, help me do this, do that, the other.
Yeah, this
Sell
is
your
like,
car, do this.
It's like
for someone that I haven't seen your face, my guy.
It's just there's a difference between like maybe there's some insecurities and you don't know how that person's gonna accept you or receive you or whatever. Yeah. But there's a difference between like I know that I'm fine, but I want to hurt you. Yeah. For no reason.
You're sick.
That's just to me scary, criminal, jail immediately.
Yeah.
You can have me there. I know me. I would have. What do you mean? Sit down, and tell me calmly that you catfish me.
Right. Actually, you know like how there's like that show Catfish. I haven't watched.
I've never watched. I
want to watch one. I'm scared because like I'm like I just want to see the story. Just like Ashley is my best friend. They're like, why would you do this? They're like, I don't know, because. I'm like,
the only thing that killed me is this one catfish. She said, I don't care. She said, I catfish that man and I don't care. Because she was trying to get back at her friend or whatever. I said, yeah, keep it. Yeah. No, I just said, please don't. Just be honest, man. Yeah. Just be honest.
That's why I'm like on these dating apps. If they're not like, hey, okay, let's meet within like we try for a week. Okay, let's meet in a week. Like within a week, you know what I mean?
Yeah, at least bring up the. I feel like
it's been a month and you haven't met. And for me, I'd be like, okay, hi, this is great.
You know, that used to be a struggle for me back in the day when I was in uni, because, you know, strict parents life.
Yeah.
I'd be, like, talking to some people, I'm like, I can't really be meeting up with you like that.
Yeah.
So they probably thought that I was catfishing.
Maybe.
But I'm like, I literally can't meet up with you.
Yeah.
You know? But,
okay, this is what we need to do. We need to pick a series that we could, like, discuss, because I like this.
This is good. This is good.
So we need to pick one. I know before we talked about, like, the roommates one.
Oh, I finished it already, though.
Yeah.
I finished it.
I didn't want it. So we need to find one that's like a series or something, or a movie. You can watch different ones and like have.
Okay, and then we'll review our thoughts and our takeaways.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay. You guys should definitely check out Sweet Bobby and let us know if you have watched it. Comment down below, and let us know your opinions on it. Because child.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And when you're watching it, be honest. Tell us when you would have clocked it.
Oh, I would have been clocked it. I'm so sorry.
How long into the process, based off the information and the facts that you heard, when you would have clocked it?
I would have been clocked it. Cause you once you said witness protection, you told me a location. I would have said, I know you lying.
Yeah.
I'm like, miss me.
Child.
Yeah.
Okay. To end off this podcast, we usually do a song of the day. The song of the day for this one, let's say. Ooh. What would be, you know, like for the documentaries at the beginning, they have like a little music, whatever. What would be the soundtrack to your criminal documentary or whatever?
Oh, I don't even know if I have a song, you know.
I have mine.
What?
If I were to do it, okay, it's not about me because I'm not from New York. But like, if it was like a documentary that I was in charge of, like killing whatever, I would do Rose in Harlem. A rose in Harlem.
That's good. Tiana Taylor.
A rose in Harlem. I feel like that's just so eerie already.
Okay, I agree.
A little bit. I feel like I would do that.
I agree.
How about you? If you were in charge of a documentary, let's say that instead, and you want to capture someone's story about whatever.
Do you know? I don't know the song, but it's by Evanescence. And in the beginning, she goes, "Oh, can you see me?" It's very like spooky, like
really?
like eerie, like if it's like, you know, sirens, like they were coming out of the water and they would sing to you. That's the vibe. I need to find a song, but I will link it.
We'll put it in the little Spotify list.
That Evanescence, like the beginning used to give me shivers as a child. That's what I would put. Yeah. Thank
you for joining us. We chatted through how to get yourself comfy and cozy through the holiday season. Hopefully that works out for you. And also tell us what remedies you like to use when you're sick as well. So put the show that you're... Oh, okay. No, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put your go-to comfort show / movie. And also what your remedy is when you're sick to get through the day. Period. Okay, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us for another episode. We'll see you next week. Or, we'll see you next week. Monday / Friday. Bye.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kissed.